Good morning. Will the children come forward for children's message? I won't bite. Come closer. Here, Wally, you can sit next to me. Wally's special. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I have one more. Would you like to sit next to me, sweetie? No, next to Mom. Okay. This is the month of March. And do you know what we're doing this month? Among many things, it's Lent. And we're also celebrating women. Do you remember that? We started celebrating women at the beginning of the month. Do any of you have a favorite story about a woman character from the Bible? You do? Who is it? Not so much. Okay. Anybody else? Well, I have two stories that I want to share with you today. The first story is about two sisters. And you might be able to guess who they are because one of our rooms in the Donlin Center is named after them. Does anyone know who?
Mary and Martha?
That's right. We think Martha was the older sister. Does anyone have an older sister? We have two people with older sisters. And they were both courageous women. They lived in very precarious times as the followers of Jesus, and they were brave enough to always show Jesus hospitality and to learn from him. They studied the Torah, which are the scriptures, and they believed in loving God and neighbor, even faced with danger. So they were two very brave women, two brave sisters. The other story I want to tell you about is one of my other favorites, is Ruth. Has anyone ever heard about Ruth? Okay. Ruth has a very interesting story. She was the great-grandmother of David. Now, y'all know who David is, right? The slayer of Goliath, future king of Israel. Well, Ruth was his great-grandmother. A family from Bethlehem, there's another Jesus connection, it's the future birthplace of Jesus, moved to Moab. That's where Ruth was from. Maybe they had to move for work, just like a lot of people today have had to move. So this family moved to Moab, and while they were there, the two sons of the family married women from Moab. Unfortunately, some tragedy happened in their family, and their father and the two sons died. The mother of the family, Naomi, now a widow with no children, decided to move back to Bethlehem. But Ruth was the widow of one of her sons. Ruth decided to move with Naomi. So that was pretty brave, huh? She was going to move to a whole new area. She'd never lived there before. So she went with Naomi, and once there, Ruth worked to help Naomi. So she really loved her mother-in-law. She met Boaz, a kinsman of the family, and eventually married him. Ruth and Boaz had a son, Obed, who was the grandfather of David, and we all know that David was one of Jesus' ancestors, right? So it's all connected. So she was a very interesting woman, and she has her very own book of the Bible. It's the book of Ruth in the Old Testament. So there are many more interesting stories of women to learn about in the Bible, and we don't have time this morning for more, but I hope that you will hear about some of them and be able to tell me your favorite woman's Bible story the next time we talk. Can you do that for me? I didn't hear any yeses. Oh, okay, that was much better. All right, let's have a prayer. Dear Lord, I'd like to pray for all the people that I love, but who live far away. Today with them, my thoughts I share. Please keep them in your loving care each night and every day. And all the children say, Amen. Okay, let's go downstairs.